And the bell has sounded. We've got some great action here for you this match. If Bobby Moore is able to actually somehow block out and cheat his body and self to block out these Barney chants, we've got Bobby Moore of Joey Reimer.
This is a crowd supporting Bobby. This is a crowd behind Bobby.
It's not
They're cheering him on.
Are you sure we're hearing the same thing? Maybe your headset's a little messed up.
They're not saying Barney. They're saying Bobby. Bobby.
It sounds clear as day to Barney to me. But well, speaking of the participants here in this matchup, you're certainly no stranger to a Joey Reimer, are you, Mr. Putting you on the shelf?
Putting me on the shelf. Joey Reimer couldn't put anything on the shelf. Joey Reimer, look at the kid. He's 100 pounds soaking wet. He doesn't deserve to be in that ring with anybody like me or Bobby Moore.
Why don't you take us from a perspective of yourself, obviously in that matchup, taking you back to season's beatings. What exactly happened in regards to that put you on the shelf and that blessed me so greatly by having you up here in the broadcast booth?
One unfortunate cheap shot by Joey Reimer. I almost had him in my grasp. I had my hands almost around his neck, and that skinny punk pulled down that top ring rope, sent me flying over the top, then right down to the ground. I am seeing doctors, I'm seeing orthopedics, I'm seeing surgeons, I'm at the chiropractor. I could barely walk. I had to be carried out of the arena that night because of a cheap shot by Joey Reimer.
With all those doctor appointments, how have you been able to bless me by being here in the broadcast booth?
Oh, I have nothing but time for you, Tim. Nothing but time.
We are so fortunate. Well, I tell you what, there's probably no question exactly who you might be. Just to let you know, I know you're going into this a little maybe jaded thanks to Joey Reimer, but as a broadcaster, you're supposed to be very impartial. So maybe perhaps you can let any bygones be bygones and not cloud your judgment up here.
My judgment is clear. Clear as day. Look at the size advantage that Bobby has. Look at the muscle tone on Bobby Moore.
Well, I'm not going to be able to argue there. Bobby Moore trying to get a quick one here. Bobby Moore certainly does have a little bit more of a size advantage to Joey Reimer. One thing, though, that you're forgetting, Joey Reimer certainly has all of these fans here in Cornelia completely behind him. And a lot of times that can be that extra man on the football team that helps get you that win and victory.
You know, all the fans, they're worth about 1% of 100% of a match. They're that it factor, 1%. But that 99% of Bobby Moore kicking in Joey Reimer's teeth, that's what matters tonight. And you'll see that shortly.
I was going to say, the math really hurts my head sometimes. Oh, my God, wait a second.
See, they're playing around. This is professional wrestling. That is not professional.
I tell you, riding him around like a Bronco bull here. Joey Reimer having a little bit of time. Apparently, this isn't Six Flags, it's Anarchy. But needless to say, they're having a great time here this week. And the fans are loving it.
I think maybe Joey Reimer should spend a little more time focusing on his opponent, a little less time appeasing these redneck fans in this crowd tonight.
Oh, give me a break.
That's what I think would help.
Well, if I was Joey Reimer, I'd be a little careful here. He may have gone to the well too many times. It certainly almost cost him a quick victory for Bobby Moore. Oh, man, did the old peanut special there, moving the football out of the way. Bobby Moore goes to the mat. Meanwhile, Joey Reimer up at the top meets Bobby Moore beautifully there with a great offensive move and is going to continue to follow it up. He's going to send him as well. Across the ropes with Bobby Moore putting on the brakes. Joey Reimer as well, too.
Oh, right to the back of the head, and that's where the high flying, like I said, comes into play. You're not paying attention. You're trying to put on a show for these fans, and you see what happens. You take your eye off the prize for 1 second. You're laying down back on the mat.
I'll tell you one other thing, too, that we've touched on is certainly the size advantage of Bobby Moore, and that just adds that, again, that power that Bobby Moore was able to inflict as Joey Reimer made a huge mistake there. And sometimes it is a lot of fun to kind of have a great time with the crowd, but it certainly takes your head out of the game when you're in an important matchup such as this. Because, of course, as we know, Hardcore Hell on the way, and, of course, everyone taking a look at that to see exactly who's going to be able to be involved in that big event. And
some punishing blows to the lower back. He's in a bad way. He's in a bad way right now and doesn't look like he has much gas in the tank with all that celebrating he did before the match. Celebrating is for after the match, when you have that victory, not to show off before.
So you're telling me that in all these matches that we've seen you here in Anarchy, that you've never done a little bit of showboating perhaps after
I have never once showboated before a match or during a match.
Well, I'm sorry.
I have never talked to the crowd. My eye is on the prize. I am focused on my opponent every match in this ring.
Well, I'm sure glad there's not a storm front planning right there in Cornelia tonight, because I think I might be getting hit by lightning. Well, I tell you what, Bobby Moore right now certainly in control. Boy, back completely down. Oh, Joey Reimer onto the mat.
Right on the back of the head, and you know he's seeing stars right now. He's disoriented. Look at him. He's just a scared little boy in the ring with that man that's just tearing him apart limb from limb.
Well, it certainly looks like Bobby Moore's just having a lot of fun right now. I think this is Bobby Moore's fun, and that's exactly punishing someone, and he's certainly doing that around with Joey Reimer. Give Joey Reimer credit. He's trying to fight back, but when you've got the size of Bobby Moore, really you have to question what can you really do?
You know, you have to be innovative if you're Joey Reimer. You have to come up with something that's that he's not going to expect. He's going to expect these flips and these kicks. He's got to come back with something that's just going to catch him off guard. And that's how he gets back in this match. But, you know, I just don't think it's in the cards for him tonight.
Well, if Joey Reimer can pull out a victory here some way, shape, or form, that would be very impressive to him and certainly to the championship committee because, of course, Bobby Moore, a former champion. And right now, Bobby Moore may be taking just a little bit too long here to go up on that middle rope.
See, he has his opponent exactly where he wants him, and he's going to put him down.
Well, yeah, you were saying AP3? He exactly where he wants him, all right.
Exactly. That's his game plan. It's exactly what he wanted to do.
Oh, to injure your body.
Exactly what he wanted to do.
That's a great game plan. Joey Reimer off the top rope. Now, does he have enough in the tank, as you say, to be able to really follow through with it? He needs something. He needs a big move here. Oh, good grief. That might be it.
That is the type of shot that I was talking about. That surprising knockout kick. Putting him down, something that he's not going to expect.
Oh, Joey Reimer went for it one more time, but Bobby Moore able to slide just a little bit out of the way. And big swing there. Oh, man, did it miss ever.
And Bobby Moore, the pro that he is, he's dazed. He just got kicked in the head, but he has the presence and the mindset that he's going to get back in this match. And he ducks that kick, he puts him down, smacks his head right into that turnbuckle, and knocks him out cold.
This is probably it right here. Wait a second.
I think that's a slow count.
Well, it is our senior official there, and certainly been a little questionable in the past about the count of Brent Wiley, but it certainly looks like that was a fair count, at least in this regard. And Bobby Moore continuing to lay the boot straight into the back of Joey Reimer, and continuing again as well. And really, Joey Reimer's like a lifeless body here.
And you see how he's focused. He's focused on that area of his back and his core this entire match. He's throwing the elbows. He's putting the boots. He is focusing because he's breaking him down. That's how you win a match. What are you?
Bobby Moore was doing a little too much trash talking now at the moment. I think Joey Reimer had just enough. You know, this was Bobby Moore's match to win. He should have put it away like 2 minutes ago. Oh, man, now he needs to seize the opportunity, roll up Joey Reimer, get the 1, 2, 3, and hit the showers.
But instead, after a slap like that, he is not going to seize the opportunity. He's going to make him pay.
And not even hooking the leg, the arrogant cover. Wait a second, he lifts back off again.
Because he's ready to punish him. You do not slap a man in that ring and not expect to get beaten down.
But wait a second, does our senior official not see this? He's got that magical, wonderful forearm and elbow that he likes to use so much. You would think that the official had checked this earlier. He just pulled it right out of his tights, and I guess magically the contacts of our senior official.
Oh, that is a simple elbow pad. He's trying not to kill the young man.
Well, he should have had that on earlier. Man, it just went out to the crowd. Meanwhile, Joey Reimer and Bobby Moore really paying attention to the outside of where his elbow pad went.
It's a cheap shot. The man is trying to get a piece of his property back from these stupid fans, and he kicks him right in his posterior.
Well, Joey Reimer got a great advantage. The problem is Bobby Moore fell on the outside, and you can't win the match with your man on the outside. Keep your eye on Joey Reimer. He's going to fly, but Bobby Moore, look at the power.
That's right. That's right. I told you. Puts him right back down on the mat, just punishing, continuing to focus on that back, because he knows the key to this match is to break him down piece by piece, and that's what he's focusing on.
Wow, Bobby Moore really, his head is out of the game at this point, looking too busy worried about something that can be replaced before.
Tim, he's got a 10 count. He's got plenty of time. He's going to get his elbow pad, his forearm pad, his elbow pad back, that custom-made pad back, slides back in, stop the count. He's going to get that pad back, then he's going to continue to punish him.
Maybe there's going to be a "Have you seen me missing wanted poster, and perhaps there'll be a reward offered by Bobby Moore for that wonderful pad. Meanwhile, though, Joey Reimer's still on the outside. Oh, Bobby Moore, he's not going to find it in there. I don't know what. Oh, he's got a steel chair.
You might catch Joey Reimer on the back of a milk carton after Bobby Moore gets done with him.
Well, Joey Reimer's back is completely beat red, and it's about to be crimson, perhaps, if Bobby Moore hits us with the chair.
And the swan song.
Joey Reimer, turn around, be careful here. Oh, steel meeting steel. And the reverberations going through the body of Bobby Moore. And the count continues from our senior official, Joey Reimer. Wait.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the match, by countout, Joey Reimer.
Joey Reimer's going to pick up the victory here this week.
That's not a victory.
Not a victory? That's what our ring announcer just said.
I did not know there was a tie in professional wrestling, because that was a tie. That was not a victory.
It's going to go in the record books as a W. And meanwhile, Bobby Moore making his way into the ring. Wisely, Joey Reimer.
Joey Reimer running scared because he knows he had his number.
He's taking the win and leaving, and that's exactly what he should do.
On a technicality.